Hey Katie, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, I'm glad you came back. In the first session we talked a lot about, we were trying to establish how that you do have worth, that you are establishing, trying to dispute some of your irrational beliefs that you have. Today I want to talk about a little something different. The same issue, but I wanted to discuss, we were laughing a little earlier, and I want to talk to you about how sometimes it's good to laugh. Not actually laugh at ourselves, but in kind of relationship we can kind of see humor into the way we think about things. We get too caught up in them. Sometimes I think that we definitely take ourselves a little bit too seriously. We get too caught up in our own problems, our issues, that we're unable to view the world as it is, and to see we see our problems maybe above and all others, because we get so kind of caught up in our own reality. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to downplay your issues in any aspect, and I don't say that the problems that you're facing are funny in any way. But what I want to do with you today is to go over some other events that are going on in the world and kind of just look at them in relationship to your issues. One thing that's going on right now is the victims of Hurricane Sandy are still really struggling up in the Northeast. And to rehash what your issues are is you lost your job, and because of that you had a real sense of worthlessness, and you felt like a failure over that loss. I want you to think about the people in Hurricane Sandy, and what were some of the losses that they may have had as well.
What are some?
Yeah, what were some of the losses that the people in Hurricane Sandy experienced?
Well, I know a lot of people lost their homes. Perhaps loved ones. Some people. Maybe their jobs.
Yeah. They lost their, yeah, exactly. They lost a lot of their property. If their property was still there, they lost power.
Yeah.
They lost income. They lost their jobs because maybe the place that they worked was washed away. Maybe their house was washed away. Maybe their
they owned business.
They owned businesses that were flooded.
Yeah.
Some family members were lost.
Yeah.
So, and again, I wasn't trying to make light of your issues or your problems, but sometimes I think it's good to look at our problems kind of objectively, and we have to get ourselves a little bit outside of the box and think outside of our immediate reality, and so kind of say in comparison, to the people that have suffered this horrible event like Hurricane Sandy, who have lost all these things. In comparison, the problems that we face every day don't compare. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Put it in perspective.
Again, and I don't want you to look back at your problems and make light of them in any way.
Yeah.
I just want you to see how maybe the irrational beliefs that you're having, some of your problems, and self-eating behaviors compared to others' problems as well.
Yeah, and when you put it like that, I think it, it puts things into perspective. Sometimes I do try to do that, but I have been very wrapped in myself as far as like losing my job, just because it was something I haven't never experienced before. So
exactly.
But I definitely, thinking about it in the big picture.
And it's hard, and that can be very hard to take. Something that happens to you, like that you've never experienced before, and it's a very realistic thought that definitely needs to be handled, and it's going to come with some thoughts, some sad feelings, and some feelings of disappointment. And what we're going to try to keep working on through this is to make the feelings that you're having because of the job loss, we're going to have to try to get those into sad feelings and feelings of disappointment, rather than feelings of being a failure and of being worthless. Okay, so we'll keep working on that throughout our sessions.
Okay.